Hi guys, Azure Ace here and I am back with another Dragon Ball Super episode discussion where today I will be covering episode 60 entitled Back to the Future, Goku Black's Identity Revealed. And yeah, it's a couple days late, I really apologise for that. Things just started building up and I couldn't get this done, but you know, better late than never. We have another kind of exposition-ish episode here. It's got a lot of explaining in this one, just things like, you know, they're explaining the timeline again at some points. They're explaining what happened with Trunks going back to the future after the androids and Cell were defeated in the present timeline. It's not necessarily a bad thing that they're doing this, as we do in fact get a hint towards what Goku Black's identity is, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So without further ado, let's get into the episode.
再び未来へ明かされる悟空ブラックの正体。
The episode begins where 59 left off, with Trunks telling Beerus that killing President Zamasu won't affect the future because of what happened with all the shenanigans concerning the androids, and Beerus gets real angry at that because Trunks still doubts him, and Whis has to literally push him away because he's ranting. Good old Beerus comedy right there. They go for food and Trunks is hesitant to eat because he's worried and such. They again make the point that Beerus and Whis won't be going to the future, at least not anytime soon, because a god can't time travel. And then Trunks says that history won't have changed much, if at all. Trunks explains the timelines briefly, like I said. We get very nicely redrawn stills from when Trunks was fighting the androids in episode 194 of Dragon Ball Z. And he explains to Kid Trunks that Goku, Vegeta and the rest of the Z fighters were killed by them. Trunks finally gets his super outfit back, the one with the blue jacket and the red scarf, which is very, very nice. And they head off to the future with, surprisingly, you know, Bulma's coming along this time. I don't know why, but she's going along with them. They eventually return to the future and Bulma's like, damn man, this place is hella screwed up. And one of the soldiers comes up to them telling them that Mai is badly hurt. So they rush over to the base, and then Trunks, for whatever reason, I for the life of myself don't know why, feeds Mai a senzu with mouth to mouth, because why not, I guess. And this is something that's really stirred up the community for, again, God knows what reason. Goku says he's apparently never kissed Chi-Chi despite marrying her and having 2 kids with her. Again, no idea what to say. But then they sense Goku Black and Zamasu's key and head off to go find them, in which they do eventually find them, and Vegeta immediately goes Super Saiyan Blue and goes in for the fight against Goku Black, who immediately goes Super Saiyan Rose to fight Vegeta. They fight for like a minute and go back to base, and we get a huge development piece from Vegeta as he says that he wants to fight, but not for himself, but for Trunks and his future, which is very nice. I absolutely love the development of Vegeta in this episode. Then Goku says that they've found them out and that they know Zamasu and Goku Black used the Super Dragon Balls to get immortality and to create a fake Goku. And here's where Whis has it wrong, like many people predicted, which is just like the leaks of episode 61 said. You can check my coverage of that in the annotation on screen right now. But Goku Black says that he is Goku. He is the real Goku. However, he is not Goku. He is actually Zamasu. Huge revelation. Zamasu used the Super Dragon Balls to switch bodies with Goku and kill Goku in Zamasu's body, as he shows the time ring and it kind of blinks purple as the episode ends there. Now it's time for my overall thoughts for this episode. Very solid episode. I really like the art style for this one. I hit Anime AJ up on Twitter as he, you know, knows a lot about like the animators and stuff for Dragon Ball Super, and he himself feels that the art for this episode, with the thick lines and such being used on the characters, was done by Yui Kinoshita and Tomoko Kusunoki. So thanks to him for letting me know about this. I really like it. It gives a bit of depth and almost a kind of like pseudo 3D look to it, just because of the thickness of the lines, and they're not all thick. They've all got different thicknesses to them, which gives them that depth. Also, I'd like to mention we get even more Vegeta development. Like I said, we've had more development in Super for Vegeta than we've had for anyone in Super so far. On another note, I really want Beerus to go to the future. They're seriously cementing the fact that Beerus, under no circumstances, is going to the future, which is painful because we haven't truly seen Beerus in action since Battle of Gods. Yeah, I guess he had a scuffle with Champa at the start of the Champa arc, and yes, there's the whole Hakai thing that he did with Zamasu, but we've never truly seen him fight, really seriously, since Battle of Gods. I guess you could maybe count episode 41, 42, the one where he fought Goku in the Monaka suit, but I personally wouldn't count that because it's not on a universe busting level like they did with Battle of Gods. The last thing I want to talk about before moving on to the previews is Goku Black's identity. Yes, I don't think any of us saw that coming, and if you did, well, you know what, major props to you. Goku Black is Zamasu, but in Goku's body. If y'all have watched my episode 61 weeks video I put out a couple of days ago, it does say that in episode 61 his identity would truly come to light, as well as the plans of Zamasu and Goku Black being the Zero Mortals plan. And lastly, just as a little side off bit of the overall judgments, there is a new ending song called Chahan Music by Arukara. I kinda like it. It's not really my style, which is kind of conflicting with what I just said, but it really gives an old school Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z vibe to it. It might just be me, but I really like how it's giving that vibe off. Although my favourite ending is still Forever Dreaming by Checo No Republic. I believe that was ending 4, the one that was playing during the Champa arc. But now, with the overall thoughts out of the way, it's time to get into the previews as we come to episode 61 entitled Zamasu's Ambition, presenting the terrifying Zero Mortals plan. As we get into the previews, the first shot of note is how Goku Black and Zamasu are teaming up together. They are very, very much in sync, but to be fair, they are basically the same person, so they basically know each other inside and out. This could also kind of push forward the thing with Goku and Vegeta, because if you remember, Whis has been abundantly clear about the fact that if Goku and Vegeta work together in unison and is in sync as how Goku Black and Zamasu look right now, he hasn't said that, specifically, but I'm just saying that as an example, they would be a pretty formidable force to be reckoned with. Goku Black and Zamasu can show how it's done as seen in these previews. We also see that this is an all-out battle as we see Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Trunks all seeming to attack them at the same time. We then see Goku Black and Zamasu's Ki Blast join into this massive burning ball of Ki, and it looks absolutely amazing. It really reminds me of a supernova. We also get to see Zamasu taking the Time Ring and Potara from Gowasu, likely after killing him, as well as meeting up with another Zamasu, likely the Zamasu we see with Goku Black. And well, he is already in the body of Goku, so this is after he is able to wish for Goku's body and kill him. One of the last few shots we see is of Goku Black holding Trunks almost hostage, so maybe he'll use that against Vegeta, because we do see him in his base form flying up, but this could well be a fake out. They're very good at doing these fake outs with the previews, where they shows one thing and it looks like it connects to another thing, but it doesn't really connect. But nevertheless, that is all for today's video. If you guys like this video, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Share this amongst your friends. I've been Azure Ace, and thank you for coming to the video.
It is I, Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, and you're watching Azure Ace. Subscribe for more content like this one.